Alright, welcome back to a video after a pretty long hiatus. I haven't done a video in a while. I've got a few updates and I'll turn my sound down. I'm going into the yellow there. Okay, sound should be better now. So I've got a few updates. The biggest update is I'm not going to use this laptop anymore. You can see I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I think the battery is expanding. So I guess that can be like dangerous to just keep using it. I was gonna just keep using it because I hadn't had any problems with it yet. But I have like a gaming laptop that I never use that doesn't look like this. So it's unfortunately got a broken keyboard on it. But I have an external keyboard that I just plug in through USB and use anyway. So I'm using my kind of gaming laptop now, just for everyday stuff. Um, so the other update on that is I'm now running Ubuntu Linux on it. So I'm no longer using Windows 10. I had Windows 10 on it, but in doing some stuff for this channel, there were times where I just kind of got frustrated with using Linux or with using Windows for stuff and wanted to give Linux a shot as just an everyday operating system that I used. I never really used it that way. I only used it for like specific applications relevant to work stuff, but in everyday I had never used it. So that's going to be a big change. I'm starting to use that every day. Which brings me to the next update. I'm trying to set up GNS3 on Linux, and it's pretty easy. There's no challenges with it being on Linux specifically. And here's an update too, but I want to discuss that later. Right now, I just want to shrink that down. There we go. So there's no problem with getting GNS3 up and running on Linux. The problem is, aside from the operating system, the problem is that I'm running version 2.2.27 on my clients because that's the most recent version I had to download. But on my server, I'm running 2.2.17, and I've been trying to figure out how to get the two versions to match. Um, the way I wanted to go about it was to use 2.2.17 on my client here, but 2.2.17 is such an old version by now that I can't even find a place to download it. The oldest I could find was like 1.9 or the oldest I could find was a version more recent than 1.7. So the other option I had was to go onto my server and try to bring that up to date. And that's not as good of an option for me because I've got some things on my server that would kind of not be ideal to lose. But it's so out of date now, it needs an update anyway, so I might as well do that. So I had been working on that, but again, this has been very, very difficult for me for some reason. To upgrade the GNS3 virtual machine is really easy if you can get to like the GUI for the virtual machine. But I don't think I'm running a virtual machine here. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but I'm having a really hard time with this. Unfortunately, let me try. Okay, maybe I can port forward and get to, but even there, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to go about this. I've been kind of struggling with this, and you can see I'm still stuck at a 1.7. And ideally, I could do it without losing all my files and everything, but at this point, just having it just so I can use GNS3 at all in any capacity would be nice. So the other thing I could do, I'm kind of off on a tangent here. I had a few more things I wanted to discuss. is just run it all on my client. But again, then I have files that are on my remote that won't be on my client. It will make things a little bit more difficult. So ideally, I would just have them go on my remote. Okay, so now that I've got this video up, I think I'm gonna speak to this. So I keep saying I'm working towards my JCI ESP retake, but if anyone has actually been on that journey, I'm sure you can empathize with me when I say that it's just so much to take on. It's so daunting. Even though I got up to the mound and I swung the bat or whatever, it's just hard to get back up there and try again. It's just really been a struggle. So I'm getting a lot of inspiration from this channel by James Schultz. I guess he's looks like he might be a clown because he wrote this, but he is in school for computer science, from what I understand. He has a LinkedIn page you can look at, and his channel is just all him studying. And I think he's better at studying than I am, because first of all, he goes a lot longer. He studies for like 12 hours, which for me, like, I don't have 12. I mean, I'm not in school. I have a full-time job and I have hobbies, so I'm just not going to be able to do 8 to 12 hours every day like he does. But the other thing that leads me to believe that he's better at studying than me is he actively uses Pomodoro technique, which is a study technique where you take breaks at predetermined intervals, whether you need them or not. And the breaks are just short, 5-10 minutes, no more than 15-minute breaks, so that you're not just constantly, stuck on something. You always get a chance to kind of recharge your batteries quick and then come back at it more with like a fresh mind. You're not stuck in a rut, or if you are stuck in a rut, you get a chance to get out of that rut and then go back into it, which can help strengthen. Kind of like if you imagine like doing push-ups. You try to do 100 push-ups. It's going to be a lot easier for you to do 100 push-ups throughout the course of the day than all at once. And even if you do 10 push-ups at a time and then take 5 minutes between each sets of 10, it's going to be much more easy for you to get to 100 doing it that way than just trying to do 100 push-ups in a row. By the 30th, 40th push-up, depending on how strong you are. For me, this is just a hypothetical example. You're just going to be so worn out and tired, it's going to take you a lot longer to complete the rest than it would if you had just taken periodic short breaks to recharge your muscles. So that's what the Pomodoro technique is, and he uses it. I have not been using it in my study. Really, my technique has been to kind of just make these videos and verbally explain concepts, kind of imagining that kind of the Feynman technique is what I call it. So it looks like he takes kind of the opposite approach as me. He doesn't use the Feynman technique at all in any way, as far as I understand. I mean, I think he types things out, so maybe he might be writing explanations of what he's learning in a manner that is tailored to a layperson audience, which that's the Feynman technique. But he has it all in public, like I do, on his YouTube channel. He's using Pomodoro. He's going for a long time. Just a lot of inspiration to be had from this channel. I gotta take a break. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. Is or actually, there's one more thing I want to say about that. Um, I keep saying I'm going to study for my JNCI ESP. I keep saying that I can't make it public. I can't put it on my YouTube channel, my study, which is true because I've seen the test and I can't violate the NDA. But what I can do is some sort of study with me stream like this, where it's not shown what I'm studying or any details, but it's shown that I'm studying, and it's shown my kind of techniques. And my techniques are going to mirror a lot of what you see on this channel. So basically just a lo-fi study channel. I could turn this channel into, and I think that would be a positive direction for it. Especially if it led to me getting that JNCI ESP, because that would be, I think, pretty good. Okay, so as far as this video goes, this is kind of a tangent video. It's kind of I would call it like a meta video, where I'm just talking about my study habits, my direction for this channel, that sort of stuff. So I'm not exactly sure where this belongs, and I'm also not sure why. Oh, it looks like when I'm screen sharing. Okay, let me fix that. There we go, that's a lot better. So, let me look at my playlists and see where this might belong. So, this video, yeah, I'm not sure where this video would belong. It might even belong in the introduction playlist. Yeah. So this is gonna belong in the introduction playlist, and I'll call this like a a retrospective video about like everything, where I've gone thus far and where I'm at now, and kind of overviewing this channel. And I think everything I've spoke to so far is enough to be kind of the end of that video. Yeah, I mean, on this channel, I think I've gone pretty far. Let's go back and kind of highlight some of the things I've done on this channel. So this is going to be a pretty awful video. I apologize for that. I wish I would have just dived in and actually made a real video on whatever, even if it was just reading this book, or doing an RFC, or doing something. But yeah, so let's think about some of the highlights. So the biggest highlight on this channel, I took the JNCI ESP. I studied for it. I took it. I failed it, but there's proof that I put a lot of work into it. People are, I think, giving me good feedback on the channel. Kind of, I'm serving as an inspiration to other people who want to learn at this level, which is very rare. A lot of people don't even attempt the expert level exams. So anyone who's interested in doing so, hopefully they'll find inspiration from this. So that's kind of the biggest thing I'm proud of with this channel. The second thing, probably reading the entire BGP RFC. I just think RFCs are a really good source for information, and a really good source of content for this channel. So that's probably my second biggest thing I'm proud about on this channel. And then I would say the third biggest thing is reading through books. Now, I haven't finished a book yet, but I don't think finishing a book all the way through is necessarily the goal. The goal is more learning things from the book. So, So this is one of the books I read. I also read Python for, I'm also reading Python for DevOps. I didn't finish reading these again, but, and then this Cosmic Python. So that's kind of the third major thing. So in rank of kind of looking back at this channel, and just kind of recognizing how far I've come. The number one biggest accomplishment for me was taking the JNCIE SP, even though I failed. The number two was reading word for word the BGP, RFC, and contributing valid errata. That's definitely the second biggest accomplishment. And then the third is reading books to expand, to broaden skills, especially with DevOps, Python, and automation. Okay, so I think, I'm gonna make a blog post, I think, as well. I still have my, namespace. So I don't know what's going on here. Is this correct or not? Okay, I don't know why I can't get to my blog space. Oh, is it HTTP? It is. Okay, well, shoot. How do I change that? I don't know how to change that. This is just the, because when I purchased my domain space from Google. So they gave me this like free blogger.com space to use. So like, this isn't like my own site that I'm hosting. I want to start doing that eventually, and that'll be HTTPS. But for now, just the easy, lazy way is just to use the resources I already have to be resourceful in that. Okay, so title, we're gonna say retrospective retrospective of network lessons, and then this is the, so I posted my first video, that would have been in my introduction playlist. So this is my first video. I first posted this on March 29th, so it's now 2021, March is 5th, so about the 1.5 year mark. Over 1 year later. Retrospective, 1 year of videos. Okay, so let's say it's been a little over 1 year of making YouTube videos to assist with my personal career development. These are the three things I am most proud of. On this channel, and then I'll say looking ahead. Looking ahead, there's limitless direction I can take, but here are the top 3 directions that I think are the most here is my idea, but these top 3 directions are what I think is best for the channel going forward. And I don't know, yeah, it looks like that's showing up as well. I don't know what's going on here. I'm going to try to refresh it. Okay, and when I refreshed it, oh, I didn't. Okay, sweet. So I thought I lost everything. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, so we'll say looking ahead with the period, and then there's limitless directions to take. There's limitless direction to take. Let's say these are the top 3 directions that I think are best for the channel. And then I'll bold and underline that. There we go. So 1, a silent study with me channel in the style of James Schultz. In this format, I can focus on material that I do not want to show to the public. Number 2, RFCs. These with this content in the traditional out loud speaking style format, I can encourage community engagement the best. Which is something I want on this channel. I can have the channel be a news source for the latest analysis type channel. So yeah, that's definitely something I definitely want to do is have it be kind of like a news and analysis channel, but instead of whatever there is in the actual news, this will be for new RFCs being published. You read them and discuss them on the channel, and that's a big thing I want to do. But right now, I'm still I'm having trouble letting this JNC ISP go. So right now I'm kind of to be totally honest, right now I'm kind of free falling in limbo, not really doing much for my career development. But I think I earned that break because of what I did for the JNC IESP. But if I let that go for too long, that could potentially be problematic. So surely I can think of 3 different kinds of directions. I guess the third one would be business as usual. Continuing on with the books. With the books I haven't yet finished. Okay, so, and I can do a combination of all 3s, just kind of do what feels like the right thing to do at the time. But I like this blog post. It really helps me kind of think about what's going to be on my channel. So let's go and look at it. So I have to go here. And that's another, you know what, I might actually okay, I might actually add another thing to it because another direction I could go, and I don't know why this is so poorly formatted, where like the let me try this. Normal. There we go. Okay, maybe that'll fix it. Okay, and then yeah, let me put down a 4th thing. We'll say home projects. Revamping this blog site so that it is self-hosted and runs HTTPS hosted HTTPS and uses Django or some another framework. Oh. Okay. Yep. The other thing I could do is follow along with network, chuck, home, suggested material, and home projects. Okay, so I'll stop there because 4 is enough. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Okay, so it's still messed up. I don't know what's going on there. So that might be more of a priority for me. This 4th one, revamping this blog site and getting something hosting like on my own gear or whatnot. or just somewhere better than this blog site, because this is a nightmare. But yeah, okay, so that's going to be it for, yeah, it looks like the time is even off. It's on West Coast time. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. This is going to be in my intro playlist, and it's going to be a retrospective of this channel more than a year and a half after starting it. Kind of a overview of what I did, what my biggest accomplishments were on it, and kind of a map or some kind of direction into where I want to go from here. All right, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.